Welcome everyone to our mid-year update. Wanted to get some information to you on where we're at with the ministry year and some exciting things happening.
Gosh, I can't hardly believe that we're almost halfway through the year. It's amazing. Again, thank you for spending some time with us. We've just had some amazing growth, Sean, in our discipleship relationships. Men after men I talk to are in one-on-one Operation Timothy relationships. In fact, the last 2 team meetings, we handed out 5 gold coins for Paul Timothy relationships in each meeting. And so it's just been a blessing to see this transformation happen.
Absolutely. And we encourage you to keep praying for those discipleship relationships and men to be convicted, that to hear God prompting them to spend time with another guy, focus on their walk with the Lord. That's just been fantastic. As Gary said, the transformation and seeing that. We've also had a lot of growth in our teams. Gary, we've had a 30% growth in our peer advisory group membership.
Awesome.
And we've also had some new C3 teams, so Salina and Topeka, and we have great volunteer leaders that have stepped up to lead those teams. That's just been incredible to see.
Yeah, it's been a real blessing just to observe it and be part of it. Then we've seen some of our seasoned guys open up their offices to host new TAF meetings and e-meetings. We've got a new young professional meeting going on in Topeka area now. And so I'm just so encouraged with some of our guys that have been in the ministry some time and then fairly new, taking the lead to reach out to men around them.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're talking about those guys stepping up. There's been several men who have been so instrumental into that growth, who are communicating to their spheres of influence the value that they've received through either their peer group or their OT relationship or C3 involvement. And that's been the difference maker, is, just really a handful of men stepping forward. And so I'd encourage any of you who may be watching this that take a look at those 3 to 5 guys in your LinkedIn profile who really need to be involved, and encourage you to have them reach out to them and make a connection with either Gary or I. We'd love to have coffee with them.
Yeah. That's what we're all about, is connecting. And we want to help men grow in their relationship with Jesus and with one another, and then, of course, reach out to those who are lost. They're unconvinced, as we would like to phrase it. They've never had an opportunity to hear the gospel message, and that's what we're about, is connecting with the businessmen and developing them to carry out the Great Commission.
Absolutely.
What have we been seeing in the event area?
Yeah, so that's been a lot of fun, and that's kind of a theme that for this year, that we're really trying to infuse that community and fellowship and encouragement through some of the events, so that we have an opportunity to really spend time together.
Yeah.
We're doing that in a number of ways. We have a couple of fun things coming up, an event at Topgolf to bring a trusted advisor forum and a YP team together for fellowship. We're also having a football fun and family event on July 12th. So I'd encourage any of you who may be watching this. It's on the web page on our Eventbrite, and that's for the whole family. Friends as well. We're going to have a tailgate out at Children's Mercy Park to enjoy the Sporting Kansas City game on July 12th. And so it'll be a great time to just connect and be together. We've also had a lot of growth in our leadership coach training as well. And so that's been incredible to see. We've served men in over 6 states, and we're training other CBMC regions to be able to host their own leadership coach training. So God's really using that, and we're really excited about that.
One of the things that you've been doing, Sean, that's really been encouragement to me, is to see these monthly leadership convene meetings over the lunchtime on the third Wednesday of the month, if I'm right. And some of our own guys, their stories are just powerful, what's been going on in their businesses and their lives, and how they're integrating their faith and their work. So I've just really been encouraged by the work that you guys have been doing there.
That's awesome. Appreciate that. And we look to continue that. We've had those through May, and then we will take a a brief 2-month hiatus, and then we'll start that back up again in August. We'll have those August through November, and so we encourage you to look for those. And just really want to mention to guys that this is a tailor-made opportunity for outreach, that their ministry and their own vocation, maybe it's that guy that you've had a few conversations with getting coffee in your office, and you really sense that he may want to know more about the Lord or may need a community like this. And so this is a tailor-made opportunity to grab a sandwich or a salad and say, hey, let's watch this together over a lunch hour, 75 minutes. Nobody has to go anywhere. So we're really trying to deliver those experiences where everybody in the network can say, hey, I can do this. I'll either have people in my conference room or invite a friend over to my desk and really have that faith at work component.
Yeah, we're really trying to take advantage of technology and reach more men in different cities. Our desire is to reach more areas, to disciple more men, and to have more teams located in new cities across our region and across the United States, in fact. You know, one of the things that is important that I do want to mention is that this time of the year is important for us as a ministry, that donors, you know, are typically making their contributions at the end of the year. But for our ministry to really grow and provide the resources that we need for technology, for example, we need more monthly donors. And so I would just ask that the guys that might be watching this that are active in the ministry or led to invest in the ministry, that they would prayerfully consider starting a monthly donation of $50 to $100. That would just help us so much throughout the year. And so we just ask that and would hope that you would pray about that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we thank each of you for being on this journey with us and all your contribution and involvement in the ministry and presenting Jesus to business and professional men and helping to develop and equip them to carry out the Great Commission. You know, I've mentioned this to you, Gary, before, and I heard someone say this, that CBMC is really a sending organization. And I just love that picture of each of the guys who is involved in the ministry having their own ministry impact right where God has them. And we just want to encourage and strengthen you in that journey. So thanks again for joining us, and we look forward to being with you soon.
Thank you.